east and west.
Yeah, they blew that play up.
You don't really get many yards when you go laterally instead of vertically.
Yep.
Because the defense will let you run all you want horizontally, because that's going to wear you out. You're not going to be able to make that big play up the field like you would want to. There's a pass looking over that way and nearly railed in there by number 20, John Landry.
Now we got another long third down here, about third and a long 8 it looks like. Again, I think just the field position right now, you got to kind of play it safe. Ball's being thrown a little bit high right now. That might be some adrenaline. That'll wear off as the game, he gets into a rhythm. But right now, I would look for a safe play call here.
They've just kind of play that field position game a little bit more. Here we go, number 18. That's Nick Peterson still out of the gun for the Red Knights. Go ahead and looking to hand off play action fake there. He's looking to roll. He does. He has it over the middle. Oh, he bounced off one guy to number 11, the receiver, Henry Wolf.
Nice play
for the Red Knights.
Nice play call. Nice open field tackle. And Benilde will have to punt. Yeah, both defenses, again, they're, Orono had a nice little drive at first, and but other than that, it's been all defense so far, John.
It has indeed. Looking to punt here. The punter should be Henry Wolf, who just made that catch and bounce off. Wolf standing at his 20-yard line. Gets a good punt off over midfield all the way back, pushing him back to the 30-yard line.
Oh, they're setting up the edge here. Oh.
Where number 87, Zane Taylor, will go right, pretty much get no yards if you think about it, because he started at the 30, went up a little bit, came back around, and back to the 30-yard line he is.
Yep. Good coverage by Benilde. About 5 minutes and 33 seconds left to go, and let's see if Orono can get that running game going, if they're still going to work those outside edges or call some sort of a play off of that.
Here we go, Nick Pretence again, out of the gun, single back formation, 4 wide receiver set, 3 to the far side, 1 to the near side.
Give him that up the middle blitz look again. That might just be a look, though. Let's see how the quarterback reacts to that.
Nick Pretence looking to roll. He's going to try to pitch, and he's met immediately by the Red Knights. And number 5 there, number 51 there for the Red Knights. That is John Whitmore with the sack in the backfield.
Pressure's coming up the middle. Quarterback doesn't like that. I don't know a quarterback that does like pressure up the middle, but
now they back off. Will they bring it? No, they don't. It's a straight rush, incomplete, as the receiver, number 15 there, James Buck, was kind of turning as the throw was going by him. He wasn't really, I don't think he was anticipating that pass yet.
That's a timing pattern. So in other words, the receiver's going to go up 10 yards and do an out or a curl. Not sure what he was doing on that, but the ball and receiver were off time a little bit. But that's something they'll probably iron out as the season goes on.
4:52 to go. First quarter, no score yet. Pretence gets some pressure again from just a basic rush over the middle, incomplete. And that was another pass intended for Tommy Dieters.
Good pass, good non-call on that. The contact was more or less incidental. Both receiver and defensive back have the same rights to the ball when it's in the air like that, so good non-call by the officials. And now Orono's going to have to punt.
Well, and I mean, I think the one thing, though, is that in that, I think they both ran into each other, so you can't call it.
Incidental, correct. Exactly right.
Fourth down now for the Spartans in a punting situation. Good punt. No, short punt. Got away from them a little bit, it looks like. And they're going to go for it and pick it up. Are the Red Knights there?
At the 31-yard line or so. Wow, good field position for Benilde right now. Yeah, kind of a punt got shanked off a little bit, and now Benilde's going to get some really good field position, best field position of the game. And John, I would expect they want to get that running game going a little bit here. That passing game's a little. we'll see. We'll see what happens.
As that was Max Blaschke there with the short punt. But, I mean, you know, first one of the game, you know, could be a little bit of just not having done it yet tonight in an actual game situation. The good defensive pressure there coming up by number 10, Danny Strigow and company. And I believe that was Gabe Jackson.
Yeah, and John, going back to last week's game, Orono did score 49 points, so my guess is they probably didn't have to punt.
Not a whole lot, probably.
Yeah. Benilde, let's see if they get their guys up here on time. Yeah, they should be okay.
And two receivers out to the far side, none down low. Looking to pass is Peterson. Looking to go deep. Has a guy wide open. Oh, good defensive.
Nice
good defense there and recovery by Tommy Dieters as he was looking for Turner wide, setting on the goal line there.
The line had to slow up a little bit. Ball would have been a little bit further out front. Now it's easy for me to be the perfectionist up here from the booth, but good defense. Nice recovery.
But Dieters did a good job there closing that space that
Absolutely.
he allowed. Good closing speed
Yep.
by Wieters. You must be a sprinter.
We'll have to assume that.
Number 18, Nick Peterson again. Looking to hand off. He does. He goes. Oh, and a fumble and recovered by the Spartans with number 9, Bobby Strigow. That was
John,
McKenna again there.
That was a unique play there. I almost wonder if that was going to be a shovel pass, and he didn't. He thought maybe that he was a little too close, that he just handed off instead. And as a result, it's a fumble. It looked like that was. It just didn't look too clean coming out. But give Orono credit, took advantage of it, got the fumble. Now they have the ball. So 2 turnovers so far for Benilde.
Yep, but more importantly, right now they have 1 official turnover possession. Though the Spartans, they have 0 points off of it, though.
Correct.
Here comes a run to the outside by number 24, Cole Langton.
Yeah, good defense there. Strung it out, and maybe a couple yards on that gain.
I mean, the chain has them a good yard or 2 further than where the ref was. Now they got it back there. A gain of, it looks like 3 yards.
Yeah, his momentum, his forward progress got put back pretty quick, but otherwise, yeah, a couple yards on that gain.
Pretens again. 1 back formation behind. They kind of run that similar to Hill Murray, except for that one guy's further up.
Yep.
Looking to pass, using it, looking to go deep. Scott, the Benilde guy, beat it, he caught it! That's going to be a touchdown for Tommy Dieters.
Now there's a flag down, John. I think we're going to get offensive pass interference. It looked like he pushed him in the back.
But there is a flag.
This one might be coming back.
It should be coming back, it looked like. That's going to be offensive pass interference on Dieters.
Yeah.
And that should be moving. That should move it back.
Yeah. If he hadn't have done that, John,
I think he would have had a clean.
Yeah, I think he would have had the interception on that one because he had the inside position on that ball. I think he would have had that for an interception.
Yep, that's coming back. That's going to be offensive. But there's a flag here at the line of scrimmage too.
Yeah, we'll see if there's 2.
Both against Orono, holding it in a pass interference. Both against the Spartans. Which one do you take if you're the Red Knights? I think you got to take the holding.
Well, whatever. If one is 15 versus 10, you're going to take the 15-yarder, and you're going to push them back.
But, I mean, you're going to get more yards out of the one at the line of scrimmage because it's like just behind the line of scrimmage. You're going to get further back, though, because pass interference is generally 15 yards from.
Well, that'll be.
But we'll see here
Yeah.
what they decide to do. Penalties declined, so
holding is declined. Pass interference will be accepted.
Yeah, pass interference will be accepted.
Yep. Yeah, that was a.
So we'll see how far back. Is that a 15-yard penalty?
Yeah, it is.
That is a 15-yard penalty in high school.
Yep. So again, it looked like a nice play, but And it may have prevented a turnover, but
yep.
Either way.
Well, it looks like we had our first score of the game.
Yep.
Big kind of. Now you got to assume that the momentum's swinging a little bit towards Benilde with that play, because they would have had a touchdown there with Orono.
Yeah.
And now they're way backed up into their own territory here.
Yeah, playbook gets a little bit smaller now when you're that far back.
Looking to pass again. He's looking to go over the top.
Uh-oh.
He does. He has the guy just incomplete, intended for number 14, Caleb Olson.
Yep. Quarterback didn't quite get set on that, and oh yeah, I tell you, it's like any, whether it's the high school, whether it's college, whether it's pro football, you put pressure on the quarterback like Benilde has done so far, you tend to not want to set those feet as a quarterback, and as a result, the ball will hang a little bit.
3rd down and 23 to go. Looking to pass again. Pressure comes, steps up, Prentice over the middle, nearly intercepted by the Red Knights, and number 8, Clyde Silky.
Yep, nice play. Cut that route underneath, and almost had the interception, but they'll have to punt, so again, Benilde should get good field position. And again, this might be the 2nd punt of the year for Orono. We'll see.
No, so looks like they have the quarterback in, Prentice in, so he may do one of those pooch punts, or they could just, they may be rolling the, I wouldn't roll the dice, though, at the own 35-yard line.
Yeah, I don't think they'll be shocked if this was a fake.
Good punt there. Nice line drive punt all the way down to the 35-yard, Benilde 35-yard line. Good way to flip the field.
Yeah, he punted away. It was a line drive, which you never like to see, but he punted away from the return man. And the coverage got down there with no return. And it's become a field position game. A couple turnovers, and let's see who can establish that line of scrimmage. We haven't seen that. The defenses have both established it, but let's see if one of these offenses can do that.
Exactly, and here we go again with number 18, Nick Peterson and the Red Knights, here on the CatholicSportsNetwork.org.
Man-to-man down low here.
Handoff goes out to 24, Quinn Elin. Stays on his feet. Again, another broken tackle, but eventually the Spartan D recovers. Good closing tackle there by number 44, Ben Quinnovalin.
Yeah, the help got there. Slowed him up. Couldn't quite get around the corner, and the rest of the defense pursuit caught up. Each team's pushed each other back. It seems like we've had a lot of 2nd long, 3rd and longs, so we'll see what Benilde has in the playbook here for this one.
2nd and 13, 1:30 to go, 1st quarter. And Peterson again looking to pass. Pressure comes, passes away, caught this time by Elin in the midfield. He's still on his feet at the 50 and tackled there by number 7 of the Spartans, Grant Perry, but not before he picks up a Red Knight 1st down.
Well-designed play. I thought the play was actually coming down towards us, and you look back, and Perry was wide open. Very well-designed play.
1:20 to go, 1st quarter.
Four wide.
Peterson in the backfield. Now the Red Knights moving the ball.
Orono's giving the look of a blitz up the middle. Let's see if they.
Looks like they're doing a
wholesale
blitz, and they do. Gets escapes for one and avoids the sack there by throwing it where he did.
Yeah.
Good recognition there by Peterson, seeing the pressure coming and having the guy around him and just throwing it away. So he doesn't lose any yards on that play.
Yep. Sometimes, and I'm not sure what they do on offense, but if you know that blitz is coming, sometimes you can. What you want to throw to that hot read, we call it, and that'd be the guy. Someone should do a little in or a little out, so that quarterback can do almost like a 1-2 step drop, boom, get it out of there, and see what happens.
Here we go, Peterson again, looking to pass. This time pressure comes, has the guy wide open. That's number 20, John Landry.
Nice gain, about a 5-6 yard gain there.
So what, the 44 looks like?
About 3rd and 5.
With the 49 seconds to go here, first quarter.
Spread them out again.
2 on each side, equally balanced with a back in the backfield and number 24, Quinn Elin.
He's calling something here and there. Looking at their wrist, something's called. Look for an out here or something.
And a flag down.
Motion or delay.
They're pointing towards. They're pointing upfield, but I would assume.
Yeah, it's coming back.
But it's coming back. It's got to be.
Yeah.
Motion against the Red Knights. This far judge there pointed upfield, which.
Yeah, they're it's their second game too.
Yep.
They do a good job though.
I'm assuming that he was maybe signaling to them that to the ref that it was this far receiver, maybe motion upfield or something. That he was going up early or something.
Could be, yes.
Nick Peterson again trying to work out 3rd and long again for the Red Knights.
All right, what do you call here, John? Let's see.
You got to pass.
Oh, definitely.
Looking to come, pressure comes with just a single blitz.
Oh.
There's a cut pass over the middle. That time finds Turner Wine.
Okay, he's got some size there. He threw it, believed in his man, threw it up, and his big receiver caught that. That was a nice play.
But you also gotta look at Wine's positioning there. It was kind of like a basketball box out. He just turned his back, so he was the only one there that if the defender was going to do it, he had to go through him, and he was going to draw a pass interference call on the defense.
He threw it right where he had to put it, and nice catch. That was a big conversion. That was a long 3rd and 10. Field positions back in those. What do we got going here? Oh, we got a lineman coming in late.
Yep.
Okay.
Lineman, late substitution there for the Red Knights. No, it's a back. Is that 54 going up there on the line? There's a good quick hitter to Henry Wolf. Good tackle there by number 24. That would be Cole Langton, and number 2, Sam Wagner Lund. Good gang tackling there by the Spartans tonight as well.
Now watch on that. They bid on that. Both defensive backs came up and made the tackle on that. We got the end of the quarter here.
And we're at the end of the first quarter with the score. Benilde St. Margaret 0. Orono 0, even though the Spartans almost had a touchdown, but it was called back because of a penalty.
Yeah, penalties will get you. Yeah, I think with Benilde, they're getting that passing game going here a little bit. Short and long game. We'll see if they fake pump one out to the outside on the spread formation and potentially hit a deep one. We'll see if that works out.
We will see what's going on here on the other side of our break. We'll take just a quick break. All right, here we go again. Peterson out of the gun. Handoff. Met immediately.
Yeah, their defense. Orono's doing something similar at Benilde's doing on defense. They're really clogging up that middle, making everything go outside. Which you have to have a good speed to get to the outside, and makes it just a little bit tougher on the offenses.
And here we go, another 3rd down and long, 3rd and 11. The last time they
got man-to-man down low here.
That Benilde was here, they did connect. We'll see if they can do it again. Here come the Red Knights looking to pass. Blitz coming, looking to go deep. Caught and incomplete. Was intended there for number 28, Matthew Gigamos.
It's Gugamos, and you got 3rd and 12. You're in no man's land. You pretty much have to go for it. You're right in between. You can't quite punt from this area. Not sure about their field goal kicker. It looks like they're going to go for it.
They are indeed going to go for it here with Peterson as their kicker is also a receiver. Here comes the pressure. Peterson looking to get rid of it. He has a guy into the corner of the end zone and incomplete, intended for Turner Wine.
Good pressure by Orono. Again, they brought that pressure up the middle, and that's a tough pass to convert. So here we go, another turnover on downs at least.
Orono Schools would like to thank our scoreboard gold partner, Lake Community Bank, for your strong support. Lake Community Bank, proud to support the efforts of our local schools and sports teams. Your hometown bank since 1905, we truly are better together.
Prentice again out of the gun, single back formation now. 4 wide receiver set.
Well, I'm going to do them on.
Looking to pass. Incomplete there. That looked like that was intended for number 87, Zane Taylor.
Yep, good coverage there. Little crossing pattern, and Benilde was all over that.
So it's really only change of possessions where. No, that's fine. Or after a score. We haven't had one.
11:09 to go here. There's the handoff. Right in the backfield, met there by number 76, Devin Dune, and that was number 21, Fisher Ice, in the backfield for a loss.
A little read option there. Maybe next time the quarterback keeps that one because it looks like he had a lot of room on the outside to run.
Third,
aware of that.
Third down and long now for the Spartans here. A lot of third down and longs for both teams.
A lot of third and longs, yep. There's that. Yeah, you got trips down low here. Let's see what they call.
3 wide receivers down low towards us. 1 wide receiver to the far side looking to go over the middle, and it is caught. And it looks like he may have enough for the first down, as that's number 18 for the Spartans, Sam Perry.
That time Prentice, you know what? He did a nice look off there on that play. He looked off one way and threw it back the other way, and the receiver found a little seam there and a nice pass.
Prentice again now out of the gun. They're sticking with that two wide receivers each side over the middle. Caught and dropped.
Nice tackle.
Hit immediately though.
Yep.
Broken up there. Now intended receiver with Sam Perry again. Good read by the Red Knights.
Yep, Silky, nice play. That was a nice pass and just broke it up.
Second down now and 10 to go for the Spartans.
Not much going on in the running game, John. Looks like you almost have to resort to the back. They aren't getting either team, not getting much going on run or pass. Let's see what they do here. They're getting that look up the middle, and they might drop out.
And they do. Pressure comes, though. Just the one-man pressure caught there by Perry. Stays in bounds and brings us up a third and manageable now for the Spartans.
A quick hitter gets you a nice gain of about between 4 or 5 yards, and leaves them with third and reasonable at least.
Gain of 4 brings up third down and 6.
Third down and 5-6 yards here for Prentice and the offense of the Spartans. Marching down the field here a little bit. Snap comes. Here comes the pressure up the middle. He is going to be sacked in the backfield. Good pressure coming up the middle there. Finishing sack by Patrick Kolb.
Nowhere to go. They got in right away. Benilde has some good size. Their corners and safeties have really good size and speed, and that's a tough formula to go downfield. They did have something short, but by the time Prentice had a chance to look over there, the defense had him.
I'm assuming that is the punter out there again, which would be Max Blaschke, number 49. No, it's not. It's Prentice again. Yep. And that's a good Spartan roll there.
That's a good punt. This is a field position game right now, so you want to flip that field and you want to keep them pinned down. Each team wants to keep the other team pinned down on their side.
Would also like to thank scoreboard gold partner 6 seasons, Rockvam Boatyards Inc. has employed Orono high school students.
Kicking game is going to be important tonight, John. They're going to, whether it be field goals, punts, field position, and so far turnovers have not. Benilde has avoided. They've turned the ball over twice, but they've avoided any disaster as a result of that.
And here we go again now. This time, is that number 10 in backfield now? Tino Fialo? It is.
Nice pass.
Number 1 caught there, Turner Wine. And they have a new quarterback in now due to Spartans and number 10, Fialo.
Yeah, switched it up.
Pass complete to Wine. 11 yards.
And we have not seen Benilde play, of course. And I don't know if that's by design or if they felt like they just wanted to get a little spark in their offense.
Well, I mean, last week, Fialo only, according to their online stats, was 1 for 1, 40 yards and a touchdown.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't look like they really had to do much passing.
He's 1 for 1 in this game so far for about 10.
Fialo again looking to pass, looking to go deep. Now pressure comes. He escapes it, throws it over the middle. And it's right through the hands of 2 guys. Number 11 of the Spartans, Mitch Underhill, and number 11 of the Red Knights, Henry Wolf. Both had a almost had a catch. Underhill almost had an interception.
Yeah, when he put the ball up in the air, I thought it was going to get picked because there were 2 defenders in the area. And the receiver came back, and yeah, like you say, it went through his hands and was up in the air for grabs, but as a result, 2nd and 10.
Wagner, Lund, and Dieters in coverage that time.
Looking to run is Jackson. Got nowhere.
Nothing. Man. Neither team has established the run at all. And the pass defense on both teams has been really good too. But again, when you're 3rd and 11, 3rd and 12, there just isn't a lot in the playbook for those type of plays. I mean, sometimes you want to dump it off short and hope the guy gets, catches the ball, gets 6-7 yards downfield to get that first down. We'll see what they call here.
Kind of limiting the playbook options. Both teams' run games not really getting started. They both had really big games last week, though, if you look at it. 123 yards from the leading rusher for the Red Knights. And the leading
blitz. Here comes the blitz.
Blitz comes in to get him in the backfield. Double pressure this time by number, is that 59, Blaine Bauman, and looks like number
Marcus Anderson.
Yeah, Fialo didn't like, he had to tuck that one in right away and just take the sack. He didn't have much of a chance on that one.
He did the wise thing, though, and took the sack instead of trying to force something.
Right.
That's something you want to do, especially on your own side of the field.
Here we go again, John. Let's see if special teams, if someone can make a play here, because this might be the difference in the game.
I mean, we saw that.
Okay.
Good punt there. Takes a Benilde roll, returned, though, by number 87 of the Spartans. That is number 87 is Zane Taylor.
Now, close to we got a flag down.
And we do have a flag over on the far side.
It's going to be on the return team typically, but we'll see.
We shall see indeed, because you try to get a read on the penalties, but sometimes you just guess.
Yeah, that one was away from the action, so
yep.
That one might have been a push in the back or something. Oh, personal foul.
Personal foul penalty against the Spartans.
John, we didn't quite get a chance to see on that one exactly what the personal foul might have been, but in any case, the referee saw something he didn't like, threw the flag, and now they're, as a result, back to the 32 line. Well, here we go again, John. I mean, this is, again, a deal where we haven't gotten the running game going. Let's see if they continue with this passing game and if they can break a play out here.
Here we go. Preton's in the backfield. Single back formation. 2 receivers split. 4 receivers split equally. Here comes there's a push in the back. Nothing there though. They do get the flag down now. That was a pretty obvious one too.
Yeah, had him beat. Got low. Got that shoulder low. Got in. It was had to hold him and push him back 10 yards, I would assume.
Yes.
So far we have 25 yards in penalties since the change of possession.
And they're going to discuss it again here.
Okay.
But, I mean, that was a pretty blatantly obvious push in the back. I don't know how you can kind of take that flag away. But we'll see.
What they call there. Yep. Might just be a hold, but we'll see.
Well, it's in the backfield, so
pushing the back.
Yeah, pushing the back. You don't really call a holding when it's that far in the backfield.
Yeah, I was just wondering if they were, what they were thinking. I don't want to get in their heads, but. Now we're looking at another 2nd and 20.
Yep.
You know, sometimes when you get the...
Well, no, it's 10 yards from the spot.
From the spot, yeah.
So, I mean, it's going to be even further.
You're right, yep.
10-yard penalty from the spot.
Okay.
So they're backed up to the 10-yard line here. Backs facing your end zone.
Now you got to be careful. This is, both defenses really established themselves. The last thing you want to have right now if you're Orono is a turnover. And if you're on Benilde, you got your ears pinned back right now. But I'd look for a conservative play call here from Orono.
This is where if you're Benilde, you want
one receiver in, so I'm thinking they're gonna
you're gonna
do
run
a little read option or something like that. Yep, let's see.
But you're also
they don't have their full package. I see the receivers are up. Yep.
And they're gonna go a handoff, trying to split out to the outside. Get some of that penalty yards back. Does the rusher number 21.
And Benilde will live with that. If they continue to do that, they're going to get the ball back. Got second and forever here.
Second in the country mile.
Yeah.
Here for the...
Got trips up top. Oop,
Brendan's looking to pass here. Goes looking to go over the middle and incomplete. There's surprised there was no flag on that one.
Looked like the receiver moved a little early on that, but that's okay.
Pass intended for Perry.
3rd and long. Now again, John, I think here you go conservative again. Your chances of getting the first down here are slim to none. And again, you want to play that field position. Although they got them spread out, so we'll see. Curious to see what they do here.
They may try to go here with try to go deep. They've had success a little bit over the middle, but that one penalty
coming up the middle,
going deep.
And here we go.
He's going to look off, take off to run. He splits a couple defenders. He's got some room and almost back to get most of that penalty yards back.
Yep. I'll give him credit. They went for a long play there. Didn't work out, but a nice little run again by Prentice again. Give a little field position, and they're going to have to punt.
Prentice doing a good job here. I believe that's going to be Prentice in the punt now.
Now let's see again. Defense have established themselves. Can somebody make a play on special teams here? That's the third aspect of the game that is going to be extremely important tonight.
But, I mean, if you look at it, though, this is another one of those deals where your quarterback is your punter, so you could get into some situations, shorter yardage towards midfield where you have that, where you go for a fake.
Definitely a threat, yep. Good punt, good coverage on the, and again, here we go.
Orono would like to thank Scoreboard Gold partner, the Gross Clinic. The Gross Clinic, proud sponsors of the amazing.
Looks like Fiola's back at quarterback again.
Optimize your performance with chiropractic. Go Spartans, go.
It looks like number 10 again. That's
Payalo
back under. under the play calling here for the Red Knights. Looking to pass, Fialo caught there. It met immediately, though, was Turner Wine.
Yep. And the defensive backs, what they're doing is they're looking in the backfield. They're watching the quarterback. They see him get rid of that ball about 2-3 step drop, if that, and they can go right after that receiver.
I'd like to thank all of you joining us here tonight and for a good game so far.
Yep.
We'll see here what Fialo has in stack. Pressure comes, caught, pass. Oh, he dropped it. He had. Did Henry Wolf. He had a first down and a little bit extra, and he just dropped it.
That was a really nice pass. Not easy going to your left as a right-handed, with a right-handed delivery and putting that ball right on the money there. Good throw.
And indeed it is.
Another 3rd and 8, John.
3rd down here to go for the Red Knights. 4:08 to go here in the quarter. Looking to hand off here. I looked at that was going to Jackson and got lost a yard there.
That's the same play they called before, and that does look like a play by design, which I thought was a shovel pass, but that was a play by design where they give that little fake to the little fake jet to the up top and then comes back down. They're trying to get him on a misdirection play, and Orono snuffed that one out.
Ujiawa, the carrier there, and got no yards.
Okay, let's see what happens here. Which one of these return teams can make a difference here? Let's see. Uh-oh.
A muff snap. Oh, here he goes. He's got some room out to the 40-yard line. He's got a first down for the Red Knights. Does Henry Wolf.
That's not textbook. That's not conventional, but hey, someone made a team on special team, play on special teams, and hey, they'll take it. So
just how you draw it up in practice.
Yeah, exactly. That's not exactly what we were thinking up here, but Benilde will take it definitely.
Hey, we knew someone needed to make a special teams play, and well, we found it right there. Henry Wolf. Could that be the spark that the Red Knights need?
Yeah, let's see. Boy, they're stacking that middle.
Fialo looking to pass, looking to go. Now he's
got time.
He has to get rid of it. Looking to go to the sideline. Nearly caught though by number 1, Turner Wine.
Dangerous pass. Gave it a shot. Believed in it, that his player could make a play there, and I don't blame him because he made a nice play earlier in the game on a catch. And but
I mean, Sam Cook there was kind of doing that opposite of what Turner did to them and get the backs out. And sometimes if the ref sees that arm extended, you might get a warning before you get a penalty, or sometimes it might just throw a flag on you right away. So that's something Cook's got to watch out for. Looking to go back to the back. Absolutely nowhere to run for number 24, Quinn Eland.
And we've seen a lot of that tonight, John, where they've been trying to give it to the halfback on that. I'd like to see the quarterback keep one of those because they're really focusing on that first give and see if they can break one out on a quarterback keeper on that read option.
2:50 to go here. 3rd down and 14 right before halftime. And let's see what the Spartans have drawn up on defense and what these Red Knights have drawn up on offense.
Another long, 3rd and long.
3 wide receivers set, 2 down here to the near side, and a flag down and a jump, it looks like, by the Red Knights.
Yep.
So make it even 3rd and longer. The benefit of playing at home.
Yeah, crowd came into play. The 12th man, so to speak, at Orono tonight.
And I mean, it does help a little bit too on defense because all you really have to do in the D line is just watch the ball.
Yep.
Sounds
simple, but
you don't want to try to jump the snap count at anywhere because they could do a quick count, or they could do a long count. There we go. Fialo looking to come. Here comes the pressure. Caught there. Oh, dropped by number 20. John Landry of the Red Knights.
Fialo really throws a nice ball running to his left. That is not easy. You know, it's a lot easier for a right-handed quarterback to roll to his right and make the throw. When you're on your left, you have to make an accurate line throw like that, that is not easy. That's 2 now. He's had, unfortunately, that were dropped. 2 nice passes.
Here we go, Henry Wolf. Hopefully looking to not have to run again for a first down, but I mean, it could work. But I mean, just not something you generally want to do is have a muff snap. This time, good snap, punts away.
Fair catch.
Calling for a fair catch, and he falls to the ground immediately.
All right. In that field position game again here.
Will someone be able to get something going right before halftime? 2:13 to go.
Spartans would like to thank scoreboard gold partner Otten Brothers.
Usually these kind of games come down to maybe 3 plays, and they're usually big plays, whether it's a big pass, a big turnover, pick 6, fumble, pickup for a return, big punt return, kick return. We'll see what happens here.
Well, I mean, we might have already had one big play with that muffed snap that turned into a first down, but no points came out of it for the Red Knights.
Yep.
That could be a big play, though, also.
Watch up the middle here.
Prentice
He's
again.
off here.
Show blitz back off due to Red Knights. Here comes just pressure right up the middle, looking to go deep.
Push.
Good read and no flag on that one. It is caught by number 15 of the Spartans. That is James Buck.
Yeah, that nice
Looked
play.
like
They're
a
going to
little-
hurry up here.
You got to with 2 minutes to go before the half. No 2-minute warning here in high school football. Might have been a little push. Nothing, no harm, no foul according. You know, you got to do that sometimes. Here we go, looking to go quick hitter again. This time over the midfield stripe, goal to Spartans. He stays in bounds, does number 15, James Buck again.
Okay. Okay, we'll put a little fire in the belly of Orono here. Now they're making a little move. I think Anderson
1:40 to go.
Anderson looked like he was limping a little bit after that long catch for Benilde, but we'll see. He's kind of lean on his knees.
And a flag there. Let's see what the call is.
Early on the offense.
Yep. Number 18 for the Spartans. That's Sam Perry, a little upset with himself. Or with the call or the timing of the whistle or something, it looked like.
Penalty against the Spartans.
Looks like Benilde is taking a linebacker out, I believe, and putting another defensive back in too. So they're playing.
Are they doing a 4-4?
Yeah. Can't see the numbers, but
Looks like 3 down linemen. So they're having just have 3 down linemen here. Here comes the motion man, number 3.
the 3-4, yep.
Tommy Dieters. Now he's in a motion back out, just getting the play call, it looks like. 1:15 to go. Low snap, looking to pass. Pressure comes. Avoids the pressure. Now he goes out, throws it, and it is caught. Caught by number 87 of the Spartans, Zane Taylor.
Prentice bought some time on that play. He was getting a little pressure. 3-man rush couldn't quite get there. And receiver got open because they had a lot of time. That's a long time to try to cover somebody, so nice play.
1:05 to go here. First down, Spartans. Marching down the field here is Prentice. 3 wide receivers to the far side. Low snap. Here comes the pressure, and he's sacked in the backfield by number 20, John Landry. Good pressure there on the low snap.
And they're going upfield. You almost shoot yourself in the foot a little bit. That was a tough snap, and man.
Timeout taken.
They're lucky they kept that ball. Yeah, sometimes you want to see the quarterback just fall on that, and rather than try, you're so tempted to want to make a play, but you just got to be smart in that situation. And they fortunately kept the ball. So we got a timeout. So now they're in a predicament again. Here we go. We got 2nd and about 20. I don't know what kind of a field goal kicker Orono has, but it might come down to that where if you're up 3 points, it almost feels like you're up a touchdown. What do we got, Jen? 56
seconds.
Yeah. Both teams have had a chance to adjust here now in that timeout. We'll see what Orono comes out with here on offense.
We will. Here we go. 2 wide receivers equally split. One's back in the backfield for Prentice. Out of the gun.
Look up the middle again, that blitz.
Showing blitz.
Here they come.
They come with it a little bit. Pressure comes, escapes and eludes it. Incomplete there. Intended target for Brendan's, it looks like number 54, Hunter Larson.
And now we got 3rd and 20. So again, you say to yourself, what do you want? What's your goal here? Is to get up about 15 yards and maybe kick a field goal? Let's see what they call.
51 seconds left here before halftime. 3rd and 20, 3rd and long for the Spartans. Been the story of the night.
Yep.
No pressure comes, free runner. Good catch there by number 3 of the Spartans, Tommy Dieters, but he's going to be short. Dieters limping off the field.
Yeah,
but he gets off right away, and they call a timeout. Do the Spartans or do the refs call it? Timeout Orono.
He's got to shake that off a little bit. He'll be okay, I think.
37 seconds left before halftime.
Okay, what do you call here? Now, do we go for it? I don't know what kind of a kicker Orono has. I don't see anybody warming up to kick, so we'll just assume they're going to go for it here.
I mean, the one thing you normally see with the thing you normally see, but neither team has it out, is like a net for the kicker to kick into. Neither team has a net out.
Yeah,
that's kind of an interesting.
Yeah, and in a game like this, a field goal could be a long field goal, but it would be a.
Blaschke's
the here we go.
Kicker.
Spread them out again here. Let's see where they go.
Listed as the main kicker. We'll see here. They look to go for it. Pressure comes. Good elude, and he throws it incomplete. But he had to kind of get rid of it, or he's going to take a big sack.
Yeah, that's tough. And he knows it, too. Prentice knows it. He's like, I had him wide open. And on that, sometimes the pressure got there right away, though. That almost looked like a screen. It wasn't a screen, but the way the rush came in, it looked like it was a jailbreak right to the quarterback.
37 seconds left before the halftime. We'll see. Does Benilde try to go something, or do they just try to get it in bounds and
good question.
And just let the clock run out and take a 0-0 score before half?
I've been wrong most of the night. My gut would tell me play conservative, but looks like a conservative look here. Yep.
They are. They're going to run it with Elin. Elin stays in bounds. Keep that clock running.
Elin, the ball carrier.
That should probably do it.
And we'll see. Maybe one more play. Maybe not. We'll see. It depends on how quickly the teams get to the line of scrimmage here. Benilde's kind of walking towards the corner like they're just going to let the time run out.
Yeah.
And it looks like that's what we'll do. It looks like we'll have a score at halftime. The Red Knights 0, the Spartans 0 at the half.
The energy here is unbelievable, and you can just feel it from the students. You can feel the students are excited.
Everyone is a part of the team. Every faculty member, every student, every teacher is there to make this place a home for everyone so that they can learn, that they can grow spiritually, academically, and that everyone can succeed in whatever they think is the best.
You come in here and there's just this amazing amount of energy, and that energy is seen in the hallways of people passing each other, acknowledging each other, the way the teachers interact with the students and just with each other.
We want to make global leaders. We want to make people who are conscientious of what's going on around them and can not just look at really hard problems, but can really work to solve them.
The faculty and staff at Benilde St. Margaret's are an incredible group of people. They care deeply about students, they care deeply about education, and a particular kind of education, the kind of education that really helps students to flourish, that helps students tap into their passion, helps students to contribute to the world.
Well, it's really cool to come to a middle school that's connected to the high school because you can meet all your high school teachers and get super comfortable with the school and with everyone who works here before you even go into high school, so that your high school experience is so much more enjoyable.
The ability for a little 7th grader to go up to a junior student and to like be friends and to be able to explore their passions together, that's what I think exemplifies the spirit of community and family.
At Benilde St. Margaret's, we do traditional education very, very well, but where we really thrive is in providing unique educational opportunities that prepare students for the world of tomorrow. So students are inspired to learn next generation skills like creativity and problem solving and critical thinking, and they have opportunities to connect to the real world. So whether it's bringing expertise in from the outside or whether our students are going out into the world and connecting to it through forensics and biomed and engineering and journalism, there are just countless opportunities for students to have these sort of next generation academic opportunities.
Students are coming here for an experience that's going to carry them through into their future. And as 7th and 8th graders, they're coming in looking forward to the high school experience, and they're getting prepared for that. And as high schoolers, they are being prepared for the next, whatever experience comes next for them.
I have looked at plenty of research that says the students that we have here are going to be working in careers and in fields that are not invented yet. And the kids who graduate from BSM go out and do amazing things.
I love the technology. It's something that I have found so incredibly helpful. The idea that I don't have to carry around textbooks for all of my classes, and the idea that I'm so connected using like Google Docs with friends that we can do projects together. It's something that I feel like really helps your education, and it's something that you'll use in college and after college, and I think this is a good place to start learning how to use it.
They just seem a little more advanced, and they just seem to have a little bit of an edge, and I think it's because they were part of this community where they had so many opportunities, and not just academic.
BSM is a place that offers everything to everyone, and I always tell parents, get involved, and I want your kids to get involved. That's how they create their friendships.
With over 29 different sports and over 30 different clubs and activities, we have something for everyone. I highly recommend that kids join an activity, even things they haven't done before. Really step outside themselves, because they find they really have good experiences meeting other kids outside their comfort zone, and they quickly find how much they enjoy things, whether you haven't done it before or whether you have.
These are kids that are going to do great in life, who are going to give back to the community, and that little extra something they pick up at Benilde St. Margaret's is going to help them even be greater.
There is an aura of respect in this community. It's respect. I saw it on the day that I came here. It was respect for teacher to student, student to teacher, student to student. There is a pervasive aura of respect, and we've got it, and we've always had it, and that's not going to leave us. We're just getting stronger, and I think it's a commodity that's increasingly in demand and desperately needed by our young people. And I would tell any parent to bring their child here for that very reason, if no other.
less than fashionable cubbyhole of the San Francisco Examiner. These editors are programming today's copy of the paper into that same Ohio computer. When the telephone connection between these two terminals is made, the newest form of electronic journalism lights up Mr. Howard's.
All right, now welcome back to Pessenden Stadium here, as at halftime we have the Orono Spartans 0 and the Benilde St. Margaret's Red Knights 0. Here the defending state champions on the ropes a little bit, but the story of the game so far, the lack of run game for either team, as we bring in our halftime stats here. Benilde only 10 yards rushing, but you got the only real positive play, that muffed punt.
Yeah, and that's where they got their 10 yards rushing, as it would have it. So, again, this will come down to, I don't know that either team's going to be able to really establish the line of scrimmage. One team might, it's going to come down to who's going to have a turnover in the other territory. Again, a turnover for a score, or if one team can sustain a drive down the field. It's going to be obviously a low-scoring game. So we'll see what kind of adjustments both teams make at halftime, and who will come out firing.
So Tino Fiallo at halftime, the now quarterback for the Red Knights. 2 for 6, 12 yards, no touchdowns, no interceptions. He has a rating of 42.4. And Nick Peterson, the starting quarterback, 5 of 12, 54 yards, no touchdowns, 1 pick. He has a rating of 20.8. That's a big thing. But you look at the other side, Nick Prentice doing it through the air again this week. 9 of 19, 114 yards. He has the best quarterback rating so far of 66.6.
Yeah,
but not really, it's obviously just just coincidence. But if you're into that church thing, that 66.6, not really a good rating you want to have.
Yeah, well, credit to the defense. And again, neither team has established the running game. Looks like Orono only has 15 yards rushing on 10 attempts. So again, which team is going to be able to get some form of a running game going, so you can, and then that'll help open up that passing game a little bit, where those defensive backs can't just, and pass rush for that matter, can just tee up on the quarterback.
Yeah, but I mean, if you think about it here, if you look, Orono has a slightly better rushing game, if you could even say that, just because they have 1.5 yards per attempt, and Benilde sitting at 10 attempts too, but they don't have 10 yards, so they're at a yard a carry. So by a half a yard, Orono has a slight edge in the rushing game. The receiving game, Orono's blowing them out of the water, 114 yards receiving to 66 receiving yards there. Jimmy Buck doing most of the work for the Spartans for 3 catches for 49 yards.
Yeah, 2 turnovers too, but the most important stat, if you want to call it a stat, is the scoreboard, and 0-0 right now.
Yes, and I mean, we talked about him in the pregame show for Benilde, like Kenny Ujiawa again, 4 tackles. He had 7 last week in the whole game. He has 4 at halftime. He's on pace to kind of break what he did last week. And if you want to, let's take a look here at the punt returning game. Anyways, Liam Ford has 6 yards and Zane Taylor has 9 yards per attempt. Yeah, so nothing really doing that much.
Both punters too have been kicking away from the returners. They're playing field position. They're playing it smart on special teams. We had the one muff punt, but the Benilde had lemons and turned into lemonade by getting a first down, but then beyond that, they ended up having to punt on that possession anyways.
And I mean, here we go. Here's the big punting stats here. Benilde 3 punts so far, 105 yards total punts. And Orono has 5 punts, 154 yards, no touchbacks yet. Orono does have 1 punt return to not pass the 20-yard line, pinned them deep. First downs were 5-4 in favor of the Spartans. Third down conversions, 7 attempts for Benilde, 1 conversion, 1 of 8. So neither team really doing it on fourth down, but the one key stat right now in terms of third and fourth down conversion is the fourth down conversion. Benilde is at 50% on that. They're 1 for 2, and Orono 0 for 2.
Yeah, we have that fake, or not fake, but the muff punt. That's the one that they converted into a first down. It'll be interesting to see here again which team can sustain a drive, go down the field, and get some form of a score, whether it be a field goal or a touchdown.
Yep, and I mean, look at the penalty yards, though, too.
Yeah.
Benilde, 2 penalties, 10 yards. That's just 5 yards. If you look at it, that's 5 yards of penalty.
Yep.
Orono, 45 yards on 4 penalties.
The big penalty, if you recall, was that offensive pass interference.
Yeah.
But had that, again, I would go back to that play and say, had he not pushed him in the back, I think that ball would have been intercepted. So,
yep, but
either
I mean,
way you look at it, it's kind of like, it was just a tough deal for Orono.
And another team we had on the Catholic Sports Network last week to kick our season off, Holy Angels. They're in progress still, down, I believe, now inside the third quarter. They're at Eidinger Field in South St. Paul, and now it is 7-6 in favor of South St. Paul. That's another top 10 matchup.
Playing in the pit. I remember playing there. It's not very fun.
And I mean, if you look at it right now, Holy Angels had the lead going into the half, up 6-0, and then South St. Paul came out here in the second quarter. So I mean, that's another big top 10 matchup here. Let's see here if we have any update down in the Big Southeast in Winona. That's the number 1 team right now in Class 4A. And they are playing tonight, but no score.
Slightly ahead, it looks like. Or no.
Yeah, that was last
no score,
week.
That was last week. They won 50-14.
Yeah, 50-14 over John Marshall. Yep. If you don't have an update from Winona,
and John Benilde will get the ball here in the second half as the teams are still warming up. Good crowd tonight, full crowd, and couldn't ask for better weather.
All right, we are 4 seconds away from the start of the second half here from Pessanen Stadium here in Long Lake. Thank you all for joining us here. We got a top-notch crew on working this game here. This is a very big matchup too, early in this for the section kind of control too, as Benilde and Benilde will be facing off with Holy Angels later on in the season too, but that's another big one, as you kind of got 3 of the top 10 teams in the state right now, all in Section 5 here, and only one team can punch their ticket to the state tournament, unfortunately.
Not an easy road, but you have to earn it.
And you'd have to think that both of these teams, one of these 3 teams is going to get beat out in the semifinals by the other one. Obviously, you're not going to have these 3 teams, because you can only have 2 teams in the championship. Someone's going to knock someone out in the semifinals, and it's going to be a dogfight, it looks like, with everybody in Section 5.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
All right, here we go to start the second half. Blaschke to kick off here for the Spartans from the 40-yard line. And here comes the kick. And it's away. Short kick, pooch kick, picked up by the Red Knights. Out to the outside. He's got some room, stays on his feet, and now forced out of bounds there.
Close to the 40. That was a short kick, but a nice return. Yep.
Pellegrini there on the return for the Red Knights.
Across the 35 to the 39-yard line, 1st and 10 for Red Knights.
All right, let's see what they come out with here, John.
We'll see here if you're going to see more return of the run game or if you're going to start seeing the teams kind of abandon the run game and air it out. Here we go again. This is Fialo under split back formation. No, it's someone else now. They get another new quarterback. That's Tommy Anderson, back to the original starting quarterback. No. Nick Peterson was the original starting quarterback. This is the third quarterback.
Third quarterback. They're giving another look here. Maybe give him a look. You know, obviously you want to get a spark going in offense. Let's see what he can do. Again, I'd like to see the quarterback keep that one of these times, if that is truly the read option.
All right, split back formation behind in front of Anderson, and we got a bunch of movement.
That'll happen. You get a new quarterback in there, different cadence. You know, that's the thing. If you switch up quarterbacks, a lot of times you got to get used to that cadence and it's just the timing. Get that down.
Well, especially when it's the third quarterback so far of the game, that doesn't help any at all.
Yeah, and you don't know how often he works with the first string offense. So,
I mean, it's nice to have the multiple options, but at the same time, it's got to be a little confusing for that line when you have different cadences. And he's going over the middle, caught for a first down. Good catch there by number 81 for the Red Knights, Liam Ford.
Wow. You know, he wanted to go there the entire time. He definitely had his mind made up. The little fake pump, I don't know if that was by design or not, but got it downfield. That was a big pass. That was about a 2nd and 17, I want to say, and nice gain. They flipped that field position. Now let's see him go to work here.
And here we go again with Anderson. Anderson looking to pass here. Split back formation behind Anderson. Play action, pitch option there to Elin, and he got nowhere.
Okay, and that's what I was talking about before. Give a different look than giving it just right to the halfback. They went with the pitch, and on that one, Orono had that thing completely figured out. So, John, here we go again. We've got another 2nd and about 15. Yeah, it just feels like that's been kind of the theme of the day. Or is it 3rd and 15?
It is Tommy Anderson again, looking to call the plays. 2nd and 15. At least it's not 3rd down, though.
Well, it says 3rd on the thing, but on the stick, but I think it's 2nd. We'll figure that out.
Tommy Anderson with the single split back formation behind him, looking to pass, flag down, looking to go deep. He has the target, and it's caught inside the 5-yard line by number 20 of the Spartans, or by the Red Knights, Landry. We'll see what the flag is, though, right at the line of scrimmage.
What a nice pass.
He was throwing after the snap, so you got to think, could it be on the defense?
Yeah, we'll find out.
But it looks like everyone's coming back, though.
Neutral zone infraction, who knows? Let's see. Coming back.
Well, it looks that way. Anderson's had a couple of good passes, though.
Yeah. A little spark.
Right now he has 27 yards, and it looks like it is. It's a motion penalty against the Red Knights. Taken away.
Wow.
Now Orono had a big play taken away. That was a touchdown, though.
Yep. On that one, you would have had a 1st and goal from, the 4 or 5, I want to say.
Yep. And that's now another big play taken back.
Yeah, now we're what? Now we're truly, it should be 2nd and 20. I'm not sure why they're saying 3rd on that, but.
Makes it 2nd down and 20.
Second down and 20 to go. Signal says third down.
He's got to fix that.
Here's Anderson looking to play. He does.
Oh.
He has a receiver.
Oh!
And he's tripped up in a flag against the Spartans.
No, that's interesting, John. I thought their feet got tripped up.
So did
that's
I.
An interesting call by the official there. Tough call on the defense.
And I mean,
the ball was there. I mean, no doubt about it. But
here's the thing: the Spartans are going over to the ref on the side. He's not the one that threw the flag.
Yep.
So I don't know why they're trying to plead their case with him. He's not even the one that called it.
Yeah, I think that's a tough call for Orono.
Are they going
to? They'll take it. Hey, sometimes in games, no matter what sport it is, you got to get breaks like that, and they go both ways. They even out at the end of the game typically.
But that's a big one because that
should result.
It is third down.
Pass interference penalty against the Spartans. A 15-yard penalty.
Obviously not the automatic, not an automatic first down. Interesting.
Brings up third down and 5.
Third down and 5 to go for the Red Knights. A 9:36 to go in the quarter. Blitz coming. He reads it. He gets away. He's looking to throw. He throws it. And that's a grounding penalty.
That could be a legal man downfield.
It's going to be grounding though, I think, because you never left the tackle box.
I think that's a run, and I think he got rid of it to avoid the sack. I think because they're pointing down the field like there was a lineman downfield. I think that was.
This time you gotta eat Orono High School's best food.
Let's see what they call this, John.
Well, I ate it for lunch. For 27 years.
Yep, ineligible man downfield against Benilde.
Yeah, that looked like a run. Instinct said, hey, get rid of this ball, don't want to take the big loss. Now, I'm surprised here that I'm surprised they didn't decline that. I don't think it's loss of down.
Ineligible man downfield against the Red Knights.
It's a good replay of that,
and 4th and 5.
Fourth down. But what they look is they go to third down, give them another look, wear them out a little bit, because then you. No, that's what you got to do. You got to wear their offense out a little bit, and then you give their defense longer time to kind of relax on the sideline there. Your offense is feeling it.
Yeah.
Here's
good protection.
Looking to go deep. He has
the
receiver open, and it's. Is it caught?
Incomplete.
Good effort, though, going down the sideline there for number 11. That is Henry Wolf.
Good idea. But Anderson, he's putting that ball down the field. He's fairly accurate. I mean, we're seeing more accuracy, and that's maybe what Benilde is thinking with having Anderson in there.
Here's a look at it.
Here's the replay. Yep. Puts it up, just got it out of bounds, just a little far. Yep.
Good effort. If he could have kept that 1 foot in that you need in high school, that would have been a big play.
Could have dragged that foot in. That would have been nice. Let's see the punting game again here.
9:19 to go. I think they might be going for it. No, it looks like they're going to punt. They are going to punt.
Oh,
a little off to the side there. Still a good punt, though.
Yeah.
Almost to the 20-yard line.
Yep. Well, it's been a game of field position. They got him pinned back, so.
Mark Johnson, will you please report to the press box? Mark Johnson, we have found your sad, lost child.
Nick Pretens, again, looking to take off here. Has 114 yards 14 yards so far. Out of the gun, single back formation. 3 to the top side, 1 to the bottom side here for Pretens looking to pass. Pressure comes. He's sacked in the backfield by the Red Knights.
That's a coverage sack there. He wanted to go downfield.
Patrick Caleb, number 78, number 76, Devon Dune, and others of his friends for the Red Knights there to good coverage, though.
The committee. Yep, they got down there. That was a nice play. Good coverage sack.
8:40 to go here, third quarter. No score still. Been kind of a dogfight for both teams.
Got trips down low here. Let's see what they do.
Now 3 to the bottom, 1 to the top. Looking to pass again. Prentice over the middle. Oh, almost intercepted.
Wow.
By number 17 on the Red Knights, Tommy Anderson, the quarterback.
Yeah, we had a big hit there and close to an interception.
I think if he doesn't go for the hit and he sees that deflection, I think he gets the interception instead. I think he was more looking to get the hit, though.
Yeah, as a defender, you got to make a choice on that. And either way, it was a positive play for Benilde.
8:23 to go, third quarter. No score yet. Orono looking to pass again. This time caught. Short gain there. Brings up fourth down and manageable. But you're going to probably see a punt.
Yeah, again, good conservative play call there. Benilde wasn't going to give anything deep. And Orono's just playing for another day here.
Here we go, 7:50 to go, third quarter. Looking to punt is Prentice. Two men deep. Prentice looking to punt. Gets a kind of off the side. It's going to take an Orono roll though to the inside the 40-yard line.
Yeah, there we go. Well, good field position now for Benilde. They've had some success here with Anderson throwing that ball down the field. See if they continue with that, and maybe that'll
would have had two.
Open up that run. Somebody's got to get a running game going.
Oh yeah, would have had two
we might
completions.
Not see it tonight, but let's see if one of these teams can get a running game going.
Would have had two big plays. One called back and one just out of bounds. 1st and 10 now for the Red Knights as they take over. I believe that looks like Anderson back out there.
He's back out.
And it is Anderson looking to go deep again. Throws over the middle, and
nice.
it's caught there and for first down by John Landry.
Nice game, about 14, 15 yards or so. Nice play. Have a little more success here on the passing game in the second half. That could be the difference in the game here when we look back.
Red Knights have it, 45-yard line, first down and 10. Anderson in the backfield, looking to roll out.
Get him in the flat. Yep.
He does. He has a good catch there by. Oh, what a truck there by number 5 of the Red Knights. That is the big man.
That's rolled him over on that one. That's a nice attitude play. Again, that could put a spark in that offense. Not that they've been moving the ball pretty successfully. Again, we see the replay. Nice.
Ojuawu there with the
nice
big truck
play.
and catch.
Yep. Well, I can tell you, he loves to play defense.
He's going to be a load to take
down. Tackles, and you can just tell he enjoys the contact.
Oh, and you can, as you can see, he is a load to take down.
He's had 4 tackles in the first half, and I'm sure on his way to many more.
Peterson.
Oh,
Anderson cut, breaks the tackler there. Does Henry Wolf? He's still on his feet. And it's going to be ruled a touchdown, Red Knights.
Oh man, what a play! Yep. Defensive back there played the body. He looks like he tried to hit him down rather than wrapping him up. Let's take a look at the replay here. A little play action pass. Roll to the right. Yep. Boom. Right there's the hit. Didn't wrap it up.
He tried to go for the ball.
Went for the ball. Yep.
Instead of the tackle, he went for the ball and sprung him for a touchdown. And the Red Knights have the lead at 6-0.
Yeah, Benilde really has looked good so far in the second half with their passing game. Even on that first series when they didn't quite click, but it looked like we just get the sense that there was something there.
And the extra point is up, and it is good. 7-0 Red Knights.
Yeah, wow. Okay. Now if you're Orono, you have to answer that. You have to at least, start with some success, get a few first downs, maybe a big kickoff return here. Let's see what they can do.
35-yard pass there for the Red Knights to get the scoring started.
Give Tommy Anderson credit. Nice pass, good decisions, and Wolf with a nice effort.
It gives Wolf 41 yards.
Yep.
on the night receiving. And not only now, as playing multiple positions as Wolf is, not only does he make the touchdown, then he goes out and kicks the extra point for himself.
Jack of all trades.
The one thing the one nice thing about high school football that you don't really see too much after this is because of the roster sizes, not too many two-way players in the college level.
Oh, yeah, if ever.
Yep.
Definitely, you know.
You see it a lot of like special teams, you know, but
Yeah.
not too many offense, defensive guys like you see all the time here in high school.
We saw Peppers last year do it for Michigan, and that's one of the few guys I can think of. Charles Woodson did it for Michigan years ago and won the Heisman Trophy, but you hardly ever see it.
And there's a good kick, gonna kick it just inside the
Oh,
10. Muffed, and he recovers it though, and he goes backwards after recovering it. Does the return man, number 87, Zane Taylor.
Yeah, good coverage there on the muff.
Tackle at the 13-yard line. 1st and 10, Spartans.
I'd like to thank Bucky Maris and the Orono High School staff here for giving us bird's eye view from inside the Pessenden Stadium press box here.
Wonderful setting.
Everyone's on one side too, so that makes it even better for crowd noise. And there's a run up the middle, nowhere to go.
Yeah, the run right now is not working. Benilde is just tough up the middle. They've shown that all night, whether it's on the blitz or just on the run. And they've gotten pressure up the middle, and Orono, give them credit. They've been looking to the outside to make plays, but man, it's tough up the middle.
No yard gain on the play there. Brings all up. Looks like he lost 2.
Yeah, I think he did. Yeah, he did.
They mark it 1. 2nd down and 11. Looking to pass Preston's. Caught it and hit immediately in a flag right away.
It'll be interesting to see what that is.
The one ref is signaling for the clock to run, but the flag on the play should stop the clock.
Yeah, that'll stop it.
We'll see what it is. It was thrown immediately with the hit.
A pretty ineligible man downfield.
Yep. No, it's back at the line of scrimmage. So, yep, that would be
ineligible man downfield.
Yep.
That was a quick pass. I don't know what happened on that one.
Most of the time when it's that quick, it's either ineligible man or holding when it's thrown right at the line of scrimmage like that. And this one, I saw the ref go to his hat, and it's an ineligible man down the field against the Spartans.
They're going backwards again. So we had a 2-yard loss on the first play. Second play, we've got a penalty given about 2nd and 17. And I guarantee you Benilde has their ears pinned back right now to get to the quarterback.
Oh, yeah, down here, 8-yard line.
Sprint right.
Here comes the pressure, throws coming,
Oh,
and it's caught.
man.
Good reception there for a first down by Zane Taylor of the Spartans.
Wow, that is what Orono needed. I mean, that's a shot in the arm for that. Wow, nice play. That was a nice sprint right. And see here, 81 try to cut underneath and make the play. And
good recognition there by Preston.
Just got over his head. Put a nice touch pass on that.
Preston's now looking to go again. Now looking to throw it deep down the field and incomplete, intended for number 3. That is Tommy Dieters, and incomplete.
Well, now this is the opposite of what Benilde had with Fiola. When he goes to the left, now you can see how that ball is kind of hangs up there a little bit. Where Fiola, he could put that ball, he could put it on a rope.
Yep.
So that is not easy as a right-handed quarterback running to your left, making that throw.
Preston's here. $5:49 to go here. Third quarter. 7-0 Red Knights lead. Preston's looking to work the Spartan offense. The good run there up the middle by number 9, Bobby Strigal.
One of the best runs they've had all night, and they did it up the middle. They could have caught him in a stunt there, but we'll give the line credit for good blocking. Let's see what they got. 3rd and about 5. Let's see what they can come off with this. They need to get a first down again.
3rd and 5 here. 5:15 to go, third quarter. Orono looking to respond. Den's looking to pass. Pressure comes. Gets it away. Good reception over the middle and caught.
I think a mix-up in coverage. There's a little bit of a mix-up in coverage there.
That was Sam Perry, number 18.
Yeah. Someone thought somebody was going to go to the flat, and that happens on defense. A little miscommunication there, but give Orono credit for making the play.
They're going right to that missed spot there.
Going up the middle again.
Nice run up the middle for a couple.
Yep.
And that's kind of going to be what you got to do, you know, and you hear a lot of it in the NFL. You know, the more and more and more you run, you're going to wear down a defense.
Body blows. Body blow, body blow, body blow. That's what you want to do.
That's why you're going to take the negative plays in the short yardage games, because you know it's going to it's going to bust a big one eventually. And the Vikings did that a lot with Adrian Peterson and have done it with Dalvin Cook and those guys during the preseason. So, you know, everyone that says, hey, you can't run it, and there's an incomplete pass.
Yeah, a little miscommunication there on that route. Nobody was home, and he's going to his receiver. He's talking to him right now, saying, hey, I probably wanted you to do this. And
There's a 3rd down and 8.
That'll happen. Yeah, you're right. You got to be patient with the run at every level. It looks like they're having, well, obviously they are, a little more success this half running. They're only down by 1 score. And I'm sure in their minds they feel anxiety, like, wow, we feel like we're down by 21 right now, because let's face it, there's only been 1 touchdown, but a defensive game, but you have to be patient with the run.
Yeah, I mean,
plenty of time.
That's why when people get all bent out of shape, when you see these pro guys run for a yard or two and then a loss, and then it's like it's going to happen in the run game early on. There's a pass over the middle.
Oh, my.
And incomplete. The guy had number 87, Zane Taylor, just dropped it near the sideline.
From our angle, it looked like if he would have could have pulled that thing in, he might have been in bounds, but nonetheless, it was a drop. So now it looks like we got a punt.
Yeah, but looks like we're going to have Prentice back the punt here. 4:08 to go, third quarter. No, he's going to look and take off. No, now he does a little rugby-style punt. It's going to be returned for very minimal yards there by number 8, Clyde Selke.
Fielded at the 10 and returned to the 18.
Like Reese Lloyd there, the former Gopher punter, used to do that all the time. And he had a lot of success on those fakes. Let's see if Benilde can keep that passing game going here, or maybe even establish a little run. Now they got him thinking pass. Now they might be able to get their running game going.
My favorite Reese Lloyd moment when it was back at Michigan Stadium, that 50-some yarder to win the little brown jug, right as that horn sounded at Michigan, and that kind of stunned the Michigan faithful, and that was pretty awesome.
Few and far between in my lifetime where they won that little brown jug, but I enjoyed all 3 of them.
Here's Anderson looking to roll. He does.
Oh, he's got him.
The guy wide open. It is caught at the 50 to the 40. Stays in to the 30 to the 20. Cuts it back to the 10 inside the 10-yard line, and a big play there by Turner Wine.
They have got the passing game going right now. Oh, we got an injured player.
And an injured Spartan player.
Yeah, he made a real hard tackle on that. We'll see the replay on this one.
That was a good play there.
That was. A little bit of quick little play action pass. Sprint out to the right. Flung it up. Beat his man. And down the field went. Now in this tackle, it looks like he flung him down, so I'm assuming that.
Ooh.
Yeah, looks like his leg got caught up there a little bit, or who knows, it could be a shoulder too. Let's.
But I mean, by far though the best football memory seen, though. You go back to Michigan, but it was either last year or a couple of years ago, that Michigan game where
the last play of the game.
That last play of the game, and then you see just a sheer shock on the on the Big Hell's face on that fake punt or whatever that was. That it just shocked the football world.
I'm one of the few guys that you'll ever meet that actually, I remember we had season tickets when now I'm aging myself a little bit, when in the mid-'80s, and Jim Harbaugh was the quarterback for Michigan. I always liked Jim Harbaugh, and I liked his attitude. Now he's a little aloof as he's become a coach and whatever, but anyways, yeah, to see that play, yeah, that was one of the craziest plays I've ever seen too. Now the people out there listening might not remember, you can always YouTube it or whatever, but that was one of the craziest last plays of a game I've ever seen, and Michigan lost because I think they all thought themselves on it, to be honest with you.
Or another big memory this year so far, this season, how about Howard University pulling off the upset of UNLV? Not only did they get paid $60,000 to come down, they were 600-to-1 odds to win that game, and they pulled that off, and they took their $60,000 all the way back to Howard University.
Only if I had a time machine, can go back into time and put about a good, $10,000.
Oh, Anderson looking to pass, caught, touchdown, Spartan!
Caught me sleeping there. That was a nice play.
Touchdown Red Knights there. That was Anderson to Wolf.
John, they got the passing game going.
Yep.
I mean, it's now they really got it cooking.
82-yard touchdown drive.
See the replay on that one. Here comes the extra point.
Extra point coming here. Extra point on its way up, and it is good. 14-0 Red Knights.
Wow. Just like that. Man, that was quick. Well, again, they made the change at quarterback. They're on their third quarterback right now. It looks like Anderson is the answer on offense. And he has made some nice passes. And I'm sure he feels like he's in a rhythm.
Yes.
Can't wait to get back on the field. I think he's been playing both ways, to be honest with you. I think has he been playing defense, John? Have you seen him? You've called, I think, a few calls on defense.
We're your hometown bank since 1905 with big bank products at hometown.
Yes, he has. He's made one tackle so far.
Visit Lake Community Bank for all your banking needs.
And Orono last time established a little bit. They can still stick with it. But I'm sure they're feeling a little anxious on their sideline.
Yep, you got to after holding them to 0 points in the first half. And they come out their first two out of their first 3 drives, or their first 2 drives so far this half have resulted in touchdowns.
Impressive.
That quick strike offense that the Red Knights used. I remember that state championship game with Monona a year ago, and they struck pretty quickly at some drives.
They're
inside the 10-yard line. Here comes the return. Stays on his feet. Oh, only got about 5 yards there. Did the return man, number 87, Zane Taylor.
Good coverage, a little hesitant on the return. I'm sure what he was looking for was a gap that he could exploit and take it, and it wasn't there. Give credit to Benilde.
I mean, we talked about a little bit about Orono's game last week. They kind of ran away from a traditional football school that has been known for having competitive teams. Bloomington Jefferson and Benilde kind of took down a resurgent Laconia Wildcats team one game ago, and I mean,
they're playing the defending state champs.
Yep.
Tonight.
Is Orono. There's a good tackle there on the run by number 21. Fisher Ice.
Okay, they got now again. Gain of 7. 6. Looks like 6.
And I mean, if you look at this game though, it was 14. There's 21-7 at halftime. So I mean. Laconia, you could almost make an argument, won the second half against. And here comes another big hole. He stays on his feet, gets a couple of yards there before he's tackled down for loss.
Oh, he might have a first down, actually.
And the officials call for a timeout.
Looks like they're going to do a measurement.
Yep, they're going to have a measurement. No,
first down.
They're going to call a first down.
Each week's a new week. You have different matchups, the way you match up with teams. Sometimes it's not who you play, it's when you play them. Give all the sports analogies, whatever you want to call it. But again, Benilde is the state champs. They have a lot of returning starters, and they came out firing here in the second half so far.
Indeed, they have, and they're showing you why they're the state champs. You know, there's that old analogy, there's a good run up the middle. You're the champs until someone knocks you off.
Yeah.
And I mean,
tough to knock off the champs. You know how to win. You know, that's an intangible.
And like you said, they could be using this slate as not being the top seed or the #1 team in the first ranking when they first come out. They could be using that as motivation, saying, "Hey, they don't think we're the best team."
If I was a coach, I'd love it. It makes your team, you're not complacent. Then you have a chip on your shoulder.
Prentice up the middle. There's a good handoff there to East again. And if you're Orono, being the number 10 team, you know, you could say, hey, I think we're better than that too, and use that as, hey, what a better way to prove our case and take down the defending state champions from a year ago.
Yep, you have to do it on the field. That's the key.
So this is we hyped this up a little bit in the pregame as being a great matchup, and it's proven to be one so far.
Pretty good defensive battle.
Prentice out of the gun. No snap, gets it up, throws over the middle, and nearly intercepted. Is it intercepted? It looked like it hit the ground.
Yeah, it hit the ground. Good play, though. They were swarming around that ball right there.
Good call there. I mean, granted, you take this back to that Friday Night Lights game where, you know, that way back with Odessa Permian and Dallas Carter where the guy clearly took it off the ground. But that time the officials called it a catch. That could have been a similar situation.
You never know.
Referee right on the spot, though, saw it hit the ground.
Tonight we already had kind of a questionable pass interference call, so that could have been the evening out type. Well, I guess they would have gone against Orono again, but you just never know.
Looking to do that Reese Lloyd set, almost blocked.
Yeah.
Good Spartan roll, though, to the almost to that exactly at the 30-yard line.
Yep.
Good pump there. Inside a minute to go, third quarter, though, 14-0 Red Knights.
John, this will be a big series for both teams. If Benilde gets down for another score, it'll be tough. You got 57 seconds left in the quarter, like you said, so this is a pretty important series for both teams.
But I mean, you can never count a team out, though. Look at a few years ago, a St. Paul Central scoring St. Paul Johnson scoring 14 points in 10 seconds in that game, and they came back and beat St. Paul Central.
Yep.
So I mean, it is possible. It's hard.
Yeah.
But it's not something you want to try to put yourself in to try to have to do, though.
They're only 2 plays away from tying it.
Yeah. There's a pitch to the outside. Elon has good blocking, shakes off a couple tacklers. Flags coming in. This is coming back.
Wow, what a run, though. Man.
Yep. Elon,
he
there's
broke a lot
an injured
of tackles.
Spartan.
He got an injury there. That could be a shoulder. Oof.
Yep, he's back up, though. Good to see that. That's going to come back, though. In the vicinity of, block in the back against the Red Knights. Move them back. Yep, an illegal block in the back there to the signal. And they're going to move them back.
It's one of those plays again where you string it out. You think the back is going to go inside, and he goes out. And then as a blocker, you're engaged and get your hands on the defensive player's back.
And that's going to be a big penalty, though, because it's happened right at the line of scrimmage. So I don't know how you can have a block in the back at the line of scrimmage. That's what the ref, he kind of went like this.
Yeah.
I think he was trying to signal holding, but it kind of more came off as the block in the back call. But either way, 10 yards from the spot of the foul brings up a long first down now. Behind the sticks are the Red Knights.
Let's see what Benilde does now. You want to kind of be smart here. You know, you have a 14-point lead. You have the momentum. You're in control. You have the ball. Not much time left in the third quarter. Let's see what they call.
Anderson out of the gun. Looking to pass. Now he's going to take off. He's going to throw it deep again. He has another guy. Had the receiver, Turner Wine, open, just overshot him a little bit.
I think he had a man open in the flat there, but he wanted the big one.
Yeah.
And, they've had some success here in the third quarter doing that. 40 seconds left here in the third quarter. Second about 20 or so.
Should be second and 20. It was first and 20 on the previous play. Second and 20 to go here. 40 seconds left in the third. Only a 2-score game right now, and if you're Orono, that's what you got to try to keep it at going into the fourth.
2 plays away. That's it. Oh, he's got him.
Got him open. There's a good catch. Reception by number 20, John Landry.
Anderson hung in there. He took a hit, but he hung in there and delivered a nice touch pass again.
Are they? Is he shaking up on the play? No.
No, he's just looking on the side.
Yeah. Does it look like Henry Wolf was signaling for someone to come in maybe, but it looked like Anderson is A-okay to keep going.
We got a third and 5.
Timeout, though.
Third and manageable. We're going to call it quarter. Yep.
End of the quarter here. No, 33 seconds left, so it's just a timeout.
Third and 5. Big play for Orono here.
We'd like to thank Scoreboard Gold partner Rock Van Boat Yards. For over 56 years, Rock Van Boat Yards, Inc. has been serving the Lake Minnetonka boating community. Join us for indoor winter boat storage, our 2017 Boat Club package, dry stack, boat rentals, repairs, and service. Visit rockvanboatyards.com.
All right, John, here we go. Let's see what they call here.
Big third down play for the Spartans here. And
Anderson's not in there.
Fialo caught first down by, that looks like that's number 81. Liam Ford as Fialo on the pass there.
Okay, the little change up again.
That is a red first down.
Liam Fialo there with that big play.
Oh, what a nice play.
They're just switching quarterbacks. I wonder if Anderson did get shook up a little bit.
He may have. You might be right about that, John. I didn't see
and that's
what
why
happened.
they called the timeout.
Yeah, that could very well be. They might be checking up on him, and that makes sense actually.
Run right up the middle. Nothing going there for number 24, Elin. And that's the end of the third.
Elin, ball carrier, lost on play. That is the end of the third quarter.
I mean, you have so many teams in Minnesota that have different traditions for the fourth quarter. Orono holding the 4 up in their hand. Some teams hold their helmets up in the air. You know, some other. You just look at some of these other traditions, just across football in general. Maybe not just at the high school level. You look at Madison with the jump around stuff. You have Nebraska has one of the coolest traditions, though. The first touchdown scored by Nebraska, everyone in the stadium releases a red balloon. 90,000 red balloons flying around Lincoln. You know, Texas A&M has their traditions there with. You know,
they have a bonfire.
Yep, they had the bonfires. Mississippi State with their cowbells. Tennessee with Rocky Top. Florida with the Chomp. You know, you have a lot of traditions that have been around for a long time.
Yes.
And I mean, even at the high school level, you just have so many high school traditions too. You know, and one of the biggest ones though is just if you see around Texas, especially Allen, Texas, they fill their stadium 60,000 for a high school game on Friday night in Texas.
It's incredible. It's like a college stadium. It's crazy.
There's a There's a first down catch there. It looks like by number 20, John Landry. They just spent $1 billion remodeling that stadium. And it's a high school stadium spending $1 billion.
Yeah, like I say, I've been down there. You drive up to those stadiums, you're like, where's the college? And it's like, no, this is high school.
Yeah.
It's a different level, no doubt about that.
And I mean, the thing is, with especially not so much here in Minnesota, there's not a lot of them, but out there in Texas and Oklahoma, they're not right next to the high school. They're out in the middle of the town. They're out in the middle of the countryside, right in the town. They're so you can kind of build it, and there's a good catch there. That's probably coming back, though, caught by number 81, Liam Ford.
Tom Benson Stadium, which is the old Fawcett Stadium in Canton, Ohio, where the Football Hall of Fame is. They revamped that stadium, too. And I believe Canton High School, I think they still might play there. Massillon might play there, too. I can't remember which high school, or if they still play high school or not. But and from what I understand, in Canton, Ohio, they're going to build almost like a village there at the Football Hall of Fame. And they're actually going to make it where you have old NFL players that can actually, I want to say, live there. I think it's almost like the NFL's way of
like an athlete village kind of thing.
Yeah, it is. And then I think what will come out of that, it's almost like they give these players, I don't want to say a second life, but it gives them, they're older, and I'm sure they'll, part of that by them living there is like, hey, do you want to sign autographs today or something like that? And it kind of gives them a sense of purpose for a lot of those guys that might be retired. And, let's face it, I mean, we're looking forward to retirement, but you also want to have something to do. And I think that's pretty cool that that's what they might be doing in Canton, Ohio.
And I mean, you got a new high school stadium / pro practice stadium coming up in Eagan here with the Vikings. So, I mean, there's going to be another big one. There's looking to go now is Fialo.
Oh, nice play.
A little bit of a game there, not much, if any.
Good play by the D and
swarm tackle there by the Spartans.
Just to finish our thought on that, I was down in Dallas this July, and I went to their
Ford Center or whatever
Ford
it is.
Center there, yep. I believe it's in Frisco, Texas. And we had a pretty good time down there. I'm not a Cowboy fan, but it was still pretty neat to look at. And that's kind of, it was anticipation of what the Vikings' new facility might look like in Eagan.
Yeah, but I got a one for you here. And there's a looking to go now. Here's Fialo. Looking to roll. He does, and he's out of bounds. And there's going to be a flag there. Yep, late hit out of bounds.
That's too bad for Orono. Boy, right there, you just got to hold up. I mean, that's the difference between, that'll be an automatic first down, too, and a 15-yarder from there.
I mean, you talked about your trip to down to Texas, and I mean, I've done it twice now with going down and watching the Gophers play in Nebraska. I'm a lifelong Nebraska Cornhusker fan, and I mean, you talk about a weird, eerie feeling in Lincoln, Nebraska. It's Friday night, you arrive in town, you go downtown, no one's around. You know, you go down to a local sports bar, restaurant, you get in right away, and then Saturday comes and you go downtown and you're like, where did these 90,000 people come from? You know,
those towns, it's like Green Bay, Wisconsin on a Sunday at noon.
Yep.
It's the same
It
concept.
just transforms overnight. There's a nice catch there by number 81, Liam Ford.
Yeah, that's a nice 5-6 yard gain there.
There's not a flag on the play. They saw the penalty flag on the play graphic showing up on the scoreboard there. No flag on that.
Yellow towel flying up in the crowd here. Some Steeler fans with their terrible towels.
That's another big tradition there. The terrible towels, the steel curtain. Purple peep leaders for Minnesota sports fans.
Oh, here we go.
Fialo doesn't get away from that one. I mean, you want to talk about. But I work at a gas station in Chaska, and I get a former Viking to come in there every so often, and Jim Hoffman, I mean, he looks like he could still suit him up today and lay some people out.
Oh, yeah. Stay in shape.
So, I mean, you talk about that stuff like that, even, just giving the guys a chance to meet up like in Canton and just hang out for a weekend together too, you know, and get back to his old teammates.
Yes.
That is.
That's that little misdirection again they do. That is that design play we talked about before. That I thought was a shovel pass, but it's a little slip handoff there, and we got 4th down. They're kind of, again, no man's land. I don't know what their kicker is like, but it looks like they're going to go for it here, Jen.
Ojiawu on the carry there. Yep. 8:55 to go here in the 4th. Fialo looking to roll, looking to pass, finds a target in the corner of the end zone. Incomplete, broken up. Good play there on the defense by number 11, Mitch Underdahl.
Nice throw on that. Out of bounds, but nice attempt to there we go for the go for it on 4th down. Didn't have much of a choice there, rolling out to his right.
First down and 10 now to go.
Orono has to make something happen on this series.
And Tommy Anderson now on the game so far, 6 of 7, 166 yards.
Yeah, it looks like he's back on defense there, playing left corner.
So it looks like he is back, because we didn't see him back out on the field. I didn't really see him on the sideline either. So he must have been behind everybody getting looked. He had to have been getting looked at or something. But good to see him back out there. Low snap. Preston gets pressure coming. He's not going to get rid of it, in a big sack there for the Red Knights by number 51 for the Red Knights, John Whitmore.
Yeah, Prentice was looking down the field looking for someone, and by the time he tried to make a decision, it was too late. About a 15-yard loss there. At least 20.
Yeah, that's a 24, so 14-yard loss.
Yeah, yep.
Second down and 24 to go. 8:10 left here, quarter number 4 and in the game. Prentice looking to go deep. Now he steps up. He's looking to throw. He has a receiver, and it is incomplete. Nearly intercepted, though, by number 17, Tommy Anderson.
A great game, both sides of the ball tonight. Gotta give Prentice though. You got to take some shots down the field here, and it's getting
you got to crunch time
fourth
here.
Quarter, but at the same time, something has to happen. Now they got a safety deep. They're not going to give him anything deep on this 3rd and long.
8 minutes to go, quarter number 4. Prentice gives a fake, and he's sacked in the backfield again, and a flag down.
Okay.
Already blew it dead.
Yeah, he was wrapped up on that one.
Yeah, but he still threw it away, though.
Well, I'm thinking his knee wasn't down, but he was wrapped up, so the refs
so
blew the whistle.
Because on plays like that can be dangerous for a player where the player doesn't hear the whistle, he's wrapped up, and someone else comes and finishes them off.
Yeah.
That can cause injuries.
Dick Butkus style.
A lot of coaches don't teach that, but in the heat of the moment, some players just forget and want to hit somebody in a face mask. Oh, that's a big play there. A face mask, a personal foul.
Yeah.
That'll be a first down, I believe, for the Spartans.
Yep. Well, that's, I don't want to say the break they needed, but they definitely needed that because.
Or is it going to be a 3rd down still?
I don't know if it's an automatic first down.
I don't think. It doesn't look like it, anyways.
It's only a.
It's just a 15-yard penalty then.
Okay. Trips down low here. Let's see what happens. Safety deep, so they're not going to give him anything deep.
Here we go, looking to go deep. Prentice steps up.
Pressure on him.
He's still able to. Oh, there's a 4th down now coming up, and
good coverage downfield. Good to see Prentice get back up. Good pressure down, or good coverage downfield, and that rush is getting to him. It's just there's really nowhere to go. The intermediate passes are the ones that are open. Then they're looking to go deep. And I don't even know if they're open, to be honest with you.
I mean, good. Prentice was a little slow to get up. Good to see him back up now with 7 minutes to go, 4th quarter. Thank you all for joining us here at CatholicSportsNetwork.org. Benilde St. Margaret's and Orono. 14-0 Benilde. Pressure coming.
Ooh.
Low punt.
Just get away from it.
Yep, you gotta get away from it there. And Prentice is down again.
Okay.
He's down.
Yep.
He's not getting up this time.
Oh, boy.
That's
no flag on that.
no flag either, though.
Yeah. Hopefully, he just got the wind knocked out of him.
And that's and if I'm Coach Whelan, I'm asking the ref, why is there no flag?
Yeah, he's the punter. He's the one that's laid out. Let's see. Nothing on the replay.
No. Unless he was considered to be kind of that active blocking at that time that he gets. But, I mean, still, if it's that far away from the play, you generally will see even just a 5-yard like running into the kicker type flag throwing, but nothing there. I mean, you'd hate to see this happen to anybody, but you know it's a big blow for the Spartans. Is their kind of their main quarterbacking option right now.
Let's just hope.
Is down. Let's just hope he gets up and he's okay to come back and. But I mean, sometimes too, sometimes when situations like this happen this late in a game, and it's still a semi-close game, this could be a spark. That's going to spark the team, and now it's like we got to play for our fallen brother now. We got to get back up. We got to play. Don't want him to be hurt and in a loss. We come back and now we play.
John looks like he's going to get up here, at least attempt to walk. Looking at that. I don't know what they're looking at.
Knee?
It'll be a guess on that part.
We'll see. Yeah, just the wind maybe because he's not. He's limping a little bit, but they're not.
Could be his ribs.
Yeah, they're not really.
He's holding his ribs or something. He might have got taken out.
Yeah, just a little. Looks like probably the wind knocked out of him more than anything, but he's not putting. He's able to put pressure on both ankles and that area, so that's a big area where when he's down like that, you know, not moving, you almost say it's either wind or you in that the worst case scenario, which is what it's not, is like an ACL, MCL, ankle, anything like that. And it's none of those, so that's a good thing. Just the ribs got wind knocked out of him. It looks like that's just probably the best case scenario, but
they're gonna check him out.
Still, you don't ever want to see a kid get hurt, especially especially a big guy like that. There's a run by Elon for looks like 5 or 6 yards there.
That was a good run. Yeah, he was one man away from taking it.
4 yards. Second down and 6. 8:27 to go. No running time this game.
No, we're in conventional time tonight. Good game. Benilde, boy, I tell you, on defense, they're tough.
They are, and they're showing. Like I said, they're flexing their muscles, showing you why they're the defending state champions for a reason. But I mean, you also got to look though. Orono has they despite being down 14 points right now, their defense really hasn't broken.
Yeah,
you know they've bent and they've bent. They've never really, because other than that little 8-yard play, they haven't. That's their first kind of play inside the red zone. Otherwise, everything else has been outside of the red zone, even close to scoring for either team. So both teams' defenses have bent but not really broken.
Yep, it's been some big passes by Anderson.
Fialo looking to pass, going deep, intercepted by the Spartans.
Oh,
and that's number 22, John Kropanek.
Okay, and Prentice looks like he's out for Orono here. Well,
so it looks like we're going to take a look here at the backup quarterback, Chad Marchak.
On the replay here, he threw it into coverage, and nice play by Orono on defense. Here we go.
Marchak in now out of that shotgun. High snap, handoff goes. Good seam there by number 21. That is nice.
It's a nice gain. We'll see if they can get any type of a passing game going here. That'll be the key.
Yep.
With seeing that there's, what is there, 5 minutes to go in the game. I figure now they'll get the ball in this possession maybe one more time after this, so this is a really important possession.
There's a good tackle there by...
Oh, yes. Go ahead, John.
Ujiawu again with the tackle. That gives him, I believe, 6 tackals for the night.
He loves the
But
play
guess
defense.
what? He also has 1 sack.
Yep, he enjoys defense. Nothing wrong with that.
He's either 5 or 6 tackles, showing you why he's one of the leaders on defense. There's a stop in the backfield by Elijah Brown.
John, you just wonder right now if Orono, they haven't put the ball in there once.
Nope.
If they're just haven't had that.
We'll see. Maybe
much
they're,
work in
maybe they're
practice
looking
with
to kind
the
of
passing
play
game
action.
here.
He
Yep.
can do play action too here. We'll see what happens here with Marchek. There he
Here we
goes,
go.
looking to put it in the air. He does, over the middle and incomplete. It looks like a little maybe miscommunication there.
Could very well be.
Missed route that he thought they were running a different route than they actually were supposed to run on that play.
Like we talked about before, you typically in practice you have that your first strings and second strings don't work together a lot, so there might be some of that here where that could have just been some sort of miscommunication.
4:02 to go, 4th quarter here. Marchek sends a motion man in. He's going to give it to East for a minimal gain there. Brings up 4th down now for the Spartans.
Are they going to punt? Yeah, I think they are.
Yep. I don't see. Yeah, it looks like they're going to, but I
I'm
don't
not sure why they're
see.
going to punt here, but they're going to punt.
But I don't see the Marchek on the sideline though. So
this could be a fake.
So Marchek's up here. He could get it and take off. We'll see.
Yeah.
Nope. Low snap. That's gonna be. Oh, recovered by the Sport by the Red Knights to the 10, 5. Touchdown! No, they're gonna mark him short. They're gonna mark him at the 1 inch line.
I thought he got in. But wow, I thought he got in on that.
They mark him at the 1 inch line, if that. Look at how close that ball is.
Yeah, muff snap here. Whitmore picked it up. And let's see. Of course, we don't have replay in high school.
Nope. That sure looked like a touchdown from that angle. Looks like he got his arm across.
Yeah.
Here we go, back to Anderson now. No, that's Fialo still. And touchdown, but a flag down.
That's somewhere in the interior line there. Who knows? That could be encroachment on the defense. Could be a
holding
on
it
the
could
offense.
be.
Yeah, it could be anything here. We'll find out.
And here we go. Here comes the call. Chop block. That's a big one.
Okay.
So wait, what would have been a touchdown?
Yeah, you don't want to see anybody's knee taken out, so that's a good rule.
I mean, that hasn't really been around forever.
No.
It's a more recent point of emphasis on player safety.
Yeah.
I remember in 06 when I graduated high school, there was a lot of that going on, and I think that kind of just seeing players constantly getting taken out there. They're like, we got to do something because it's not safe for the players.
The Denver Broncos were
with
Terrell Davis. That's what they did. They,
looking to get to the outside now, stays on his feet. I saw. That's weird. I saw the ref signal like an incomplete pass, but it was a run.
What do we say? Second game?
Yeah.
How much time we got, Joe?
2:45 to go, 4th quarter, 14-0 Red Knights.
Benilde is going to be content right now just to run the ball, I think.
And I mean, if you're Orono, you still have to hang your head high. You punched and punched and punched, and you took the best punches away from, and you took the best punches from the state champions, defending state champions, and still only gonna looks like lose by maybe 21 or 2 to 3 scores. So I mean, you counterpunched their punches and they counterpunched your punches, and it just shows that you can hang in here with one of the best teams in the state.
Yeah, there are things to build off this game if you're Orono. I mean, you hung around with this team, figure out a few more things on offense. You know, get a running game going. You know, those are things they can work on during the week and improve on. Hopefully, Prentice is healthy to go after this week.
Yeah,
exactly.
He's out of his pads though right now on the sideline.
Like any team, it rides on that starting quarterback. So
Fialo looking to go deep into the end zone. He does. Caught. Incomplete. Nearly caught there. But it looked like he was going for 4. A good break up on the defense, though, by Mitch Underdahl.
Yeah. We got 4th down here. Looks like they're going to go for it.
Are they going to go for a field goal? A good defense, though, by Underdahl there.
If they'll call timeout here at the last
second. Kind of run it down as far as they can. But it's an incomplete pass. I don't know why. I don't know why.
They're going to call timeout.
Yeah, but they're not running any clock.
No, they were just trying to make a
decision here. This is in this game. I'd almost say just try to kick a field goal. Why not?
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you why not. Because if they block the field goal and run it back for a touchdown, that's why not. You know, that's one of the reasons why. I'm sure the coaches will think about it. If you go for it, your defense has
you have the same possibility of an interception going back for a touchdown.
Yeah. Well, I think what you do here then is you call
a fumble, like we saw.
Yep.
So you know you could have numerous things. You got to take your chance. So
I think as a coach, though, your thought process is. What don't we want to, what's the best opportunity for them to get something? I think if they try for a field goal, it gets blocked, they run it back.
Yeah.
You know, but with Prentice being out, and I'm not surprised they're going for it here.
No. Here we go. Fialo looking to pass. Blitz coming. He is going to lose yards, and he's out of bounds and turnover on downs.
Fialo chased out of bounds.
I mean, they can capitalize on that turnover. Looked like they had it, though, but just looked like they had the touchdown, though, initially, and then they kind of started going backwards.
Yeah, the chop block, and and then I think what happens, too, you have this lead, and you're not pressing as hard to get a touchdown as you would be early in the game.
2:11 to go here. Orono's got to connect on a big play here. They have not, and he's stopped. Oh, spun off it now. There's a good gang tackling there by the Red Knights.
And right now, if you're Benilde on defense, that's all you're doing. You're just running right in there because everything is going to happen right up the middle. They aren't doing anything to the outside here. If they're going to pass, there's not any kind of bootleg or anything like that. It's all going right up the middle. So look for Benilde to cheat right up the middle here on defense again. Here comes again.
Gonna run again. Yep. Good run there by number 9.
It's a good run.
Bobby Strigal. For Orono, their next game will be next week. They'll be taking on the Richfield Spartans at home here at Pessenden Stadium. As we kind of look ahead here to next week.
Third and short.
3rd down and short here.
First down.
And there's a first down. Yep. Next week, the Catholic Sports Network will be in St. Louis Park for the Academy of Holy Angels at St. Louis Park. 7 o'clock from St. Louis Park High School is where the Catholic Sports Network will be for next week.
It'll be an exciting game. Holy Angels looked really good last week. How are they doing tonight, John? Have you seen? We saw the score. I think it was 7-6 South St. Paul.
They won 18-7.
Well, they did. Okay,
so they came back and held off held off the St. Paul Packers.
Strong supporters of Orono schools. Your one-stop shopping for all fall, Lenten, and Christmas decorating.
And that's going to do it for the game here. Benilde, your next game will be Saturday at 2 o'clock at De La Salle High School against the Islanders. Oh, here comes a big play for the Spartans, right? And he's out of bounds.
Okay.
And a flag there. That's going to be a late hit out of bounds.
Yep. Well, now if you're both teams, pride's on the line, both sides.
Yep.
Benilde, you're saying, hey, we've pitched a shutout so far, and we want to maintain that. And if you're Orono, you want to get in that end zone for just to build on next week.
Yep. And for all of us here with Catholic Sports Network, John Sands on the call here. Chris Weigel joining me for color. Joey Hentz is bringing you once again the technical directing, and Tommy Hench is up on the camera work here tonight. So for all of us here at CatholicSportsNetwork.org, we thank you all for joining us here tonight for what is maybe a section preview of either semifinal or championship for this one. And also we'll have another one for you later on in the season when the Benilde St. Margaret's Red Knights go up against the Academy of Holy Angels.
That'll be a good one, John.
And going deep and incomplete. Flag down on the defense.
Okay. Yeah, that's.
I mean, I don't think we're gonna see. I don't think we're gonna see a 14-point comeback here. It could happen though.
It could happen.
You just never know in football. Football's a funny game, just like hockey is.
Yeah. Spoiler though is that clock. That's the problem.
Yep. But I mean, you saw it happen in like 14 or 15 seconds with Central. It takes an onside kick and then you can go right deep down the field. It could happen.
Yep.
You just never know. But it.
Watch him go to the end zone here, John.
Yep. You gotta go. You gotta take a chance here to the end zone. Marchek trying to march the Spartans in to cut it down to 7 and a strip sack.
That's a
recovered by. Looks like recovered by the Spartans.
Ratchet sack and fumble is recovered.
Then a timeout taken.
Well,
with
timeout.
2 seconds left on the clock here.
So they still want to. Yep. And again, this is one of these deals, John, where if you're on defense, you know exactly what to do. Pin your ears back, go to the quarterback. And if you're Orono, you want to get that ball out as quick as possible. So, and if you're, again, Benilde on defense, I'm sure somebody back there is looking to get interception.
I mean, thank you all for joining us here. You know, we've had a couple of games already, you know, and it sounds like kind of the vision of this is to kind of be more than just like a football, you know, it looks like you're trying to get some hockey, some basketball, you know, it'd be cool to get some baseball action in there too for the newly formed Catholic Sports Network. And, you know, it looks to see so far, looks like a great success, and you're just going to see a knee,
Okay.
and that's going to do it. Final score from Long Lake, Benilde St. Margaret's 14, Orono Spartans 0. Thank you all for joining us once again. John Sands saying good night for Chris Weigel, Joey Henches, and Tommy Henches. Thank you all for joining us, and good night from Long Lake.